Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jawad. In this short video, I'm going to talk about a very important concept, and that's appetite control. The two main hormones that control our appetite are ghrelin and leptin. They both act on the master gland inside the brain. It's called the hypothalamus. Okay, and I'll get into which nuclei are being affected in a minute. But keep one thing in mind: ghrelin, that stimulates the appetite, that makes you hungry. While leptin, that's an inhibitor. That says basically, hey, I'm full. Stop feeding me. Now, the way I always teach it is that to know the difference between ghrelin and leptin is ghrelin, makes you hungry. So ghrelin, that makes you hungry. And leptin, which is produced in the fat cells, the lipid cells, okay, that's how you remember leptin. Lipid, leptin, hunger. So again, one stimulates the hunger, one says, hey, I'm full. So ghrelin, it stimulates the appetite. The location are the X cells of the stomach. Now, the X cells of the stomach get released into the bloodstream. They hit the hypothalamus, actually the lateral portion of the hypothalamic brain cell, which then sends a signal down to the body saying, I'm hungry. Okay, so we're looking at hunger. The lateral hypothalamic brain cell says, I'm hungry, okay? Then also, the X cells of the stomach, they act on the stomach, and what they're going to do, they're going to prepare the stomach for gastric motility and increase gastric acid, okay? Because you're going to feed this empty vessel. Basically, the stomach wants to prepare for it to be fed. So that's the action. Now, what's the inducers? What stimulates this, okay? Hypoglycemia, which is low blood sugar. Again, when your blood sugar gets low, it sends a signal to the brain saying, hey, feed me, I'm hungry. Because why? Because the brain, first and foremost, needs sugar. Okay? Also, too, low body weight. Again, if you have really low body weight, again, it's going to send a signal to the brain. It's going to stimulate the ghrelin to feed me. The inhibitors, what stops it is very simple: stomach distension. When your vessel, which is again full of food, is again distending, it acts on the receptors inside the walls of the stomach, sends a signal up to the brain saying, hey, I'm full, stop. So it's very simple. Ghrelin stimulates appetite. Now the flip side is leptin. This is kind of tricky because leptin actually inhibits the appetite. So if one stimulates, this one is the inhibitor. It says, hey, I'm full. However, big caveat, the location of the leptin cells are actually in the white adipose cells. This is fatty tissue, okay? Now, the catch-22 is the more fat that you have on your system, the levels of leptin vary, and most likely you have more leptin being released, which tells the body, I'm not full yet. So if you have increased fat, okay, you're going to increase the leptin. So the body is never going to know when it's full. Now, the target cell is the ventral medial hypothalamic brain cell, okay, and that actually sends a signal. The function of that is satiety, okay, I'm satisfied, I'm full. However, the catch-22 is the more fat you have in your system, the more leptin is being released. You don't know when you're full or not. It's like that fullness factor on your tank never hits the full mark. So what's the inducers? What stimulates this? Insulin. Insulin. I did another video with leptin resistance and insulin resistance. Very much the same. When you stimulate the insulin release, okay, what you're doing is you're triggering that leptin release. So again, this is where you're never going to be full. Okay? But also too, emotional stress. Emotional stress signals the leptin, okay, I'm not full. I need to be full. And this is where emotional eating comes into play, because what you're doing, you're not really eating to be satisfied. You're eating for emotional stress because that fullness factor never hits the full mark. Okay, so how do you stop that mechanism? You stop the mechanism very simple. Short-term fasting. When you're doing short-term fasting, usually I always recommend, first thing in the morning, okay, don't eat anything for about at least 4 or 5 or 6 hours, because what you want to do, you want to use the fatty acids in your system for energy, okay, which is going to lower that insulin resistance, and also it's going to lower the leptin. So you're going to actually get yourself more stable. Now the key is that the levels vary during the day. It's like a balance. Ghrelin high, leptin low, ghrelin low, leptin high. So again, the levels vary throughout the day. Okay? So again, this short video, ghrelin stimulates appetite, leptin inhibits appetite. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Hello, this is Dr. Jawad. Please subscribe to my channel for more up-to-date videos. And thanks for watching.